First Kings 3 through 5, Solomon married Pharaoh's daughter to form an alliance with Egypt, which is not wise and will bring trouble. We are to be equally yoked in marriage. Solomon and the people offered sacrifices on the high places, which was sin. God appeared to Solomon in a dream and told him to ask for whatever he wished. Solomon asked for an understanding heart to judge the people. Note, this is not spiritual discernment. God gave this to him as well as riches and honor because of his unselfish request. Solomon brought the kingdom to its zenith in peace and prosperity. But remember, David fought for this, even as Christ bought our peace with God through the suffering of the cross. Solomon multiplied horses even though the Lord had given specific instructions not to. Solomon became famous for his extraordinary wisdom. Next, Solomon hired Hiram, king of Tyre, to provide cedar and cypress timber for the building of the temple. This is an exciting season for Israel. We all have these and need to enjoy them. Luke 20, 1 through 26, the religious leaders asked Jesus by what authority he operated. He answered their question with a question, asking, was the baptism of John from heaven or from men? They reasoned that if they said from men, the people would stone them because they believed John the Baptist to be a true prophet. If they answered from heaven, Jesus would say, why didn't you believe him? Remember that John the Baptist came announcing and preparing the way for Messiah and pointed him out as Jesus. So they answered that they didn't know. Jesus replied, nor will I tell you by what authority I do these things. They weren't really searching for the truth, for the answer. They were just trying to support their own agenda. How about you? Are you really looking for the truth or just trying to support your own agenda, your own belief system? Jesus' next parable related that the Jews had rejected the prophets God had sent to them and were now rejecting his son, called the chief cornerstone. Jesus said, whoever falls on this stone, on him, will be broken. We must realize our brokenness to see our need for Christ. But on whomever the stone falls, they will be crushed in judgment. Those who don't see their need for Christ will be crushed by him. When asked if we should pay taxes, Jesus said, render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's. Yes, pay your taxes and obey the law of the land, but reverence God as God in your hearts and in the way you live your lives as God's kids. And if there's a problem between the law of the land and what God says, we go with God.